and get another one.
Unless you make conscious effort to sit down and learn.
Welcome, my name is Kwabena Darko. Welcome. Today I want to share with you time, how to use your time. All that we have is time. Somebody said that between the womb of your mother and before you get to the tomb, the difference is the time that you have on it. So what you put in time is what you actually become. Whatever that you have spent your time to master is what you have become. So if you went to school to learn how to sing, you have become a musician. If whatever that you do, if you went to school to learn engineering, they will call you an engineer. If you went to school to become a doctor, they call you a doctor. It's a trade of time. So what you put in time is what you actually become. Time is your most precious commodity. Once you spend it, it's gone. It doesn't come. But what you get out of that is the value that you created, the product that you created, anything that you had out of that trade of time. So that's why we must use our time well. The other day you were 10 years, today you are 30, you'll be 70 the next day. So whatever that you are spending your time on is what you're becoming. You cannot wish what you didn't spend your time on. You can hope that you become what you didn't trade your time to acquire. So even if it's knowledge, you spend time to read, to watch videos, to listen to audio. Like this one, you're watching this and there is value in it. That's why you're watching. Whatever that you get, the same time that you are watching this, somebody else is using it to do another thing that will give them the different thing. So what you trade your time to get is what you become. So if you don't have money, it means that you traded your time not to have money. If you don't have good relationship, it's because you traded your time not to have good relationship. If you don't have good health, it's because you traded your time not to have good health. Whatever that you have now, you traded your time to have it. The knowledge, the success, the product that you develop, the result that you get, the fulfillment that you have out of life. If you're frustrated, it means that you spend your time on things that would eventually frustrate you, which means that you can turn that. That is the beauty of it. If you're spending time to get this today and you're not so much happy of that, then you can say that I'm going to switch this to the next thing. I'm going to change my life this year. So spend your time on things that are important, things that are critical to where you want to go in life. Prioritize your life. What are the things that are important to you? That is where your time should be spent. If you're spending time on things that will not change, the critical things, it's like a nation. If a nation says that we want to develop, you will see it by where they spend their time. If somebody says that you are so much important to them and they don't spend any time with you, you are not that much important to them. They say that children explain love, but how much time you spend with them is very much true. So what is important to you is what you are really spending time on. You cannot say that this is so much important to me and yet you don't spend your time on that, nurturing it, building it, developing it. Whatever is so much important to you is where you spend your time. Where you spend your money, where you spend whatever thing that is important to you. So my name is Kwabena Darko. I'm talking about time, and most often from 0 to 20 years you spend, on the average, most of us will spend much of our education within that time, and then the next 20 years is where we are developing profession, we are developing family. So from 20 to 40, most people will spend that time acquiring skill, developing profession, getting some stability, building family, raising children, things like that. Then the next 40 years we continue to expand. Let's say 60, from 40 to 60, you're becoming something, you're establishing something, you're rooting in something, and hopefully from 60 to 80 you're still growing, you're still expanding, you're still becoming strong and powerful. So my name is Kwabena Darko. Whatever life they have given us life. God gave us this time from 0 to the time that you die, 80, 90, 100. Some people will even go that early. But whatever that you want to be remembered of or for is what you traded your time. So we remember Bob Marley because he traded his time to put out music that will change people's life and raise people's consciousness. The President Kwame Nkrumah, for instance, he traded his time to save our country. John Kufuor, Nana Addo Dankwa, President Mama, President Mills, President Rawlings, they spent their time to play politics. That's why we call them politicians, to lead our country. That's why you go to Kwabena University here of Professor Alote. He was a physicist, he was a mathematician. He spent his time in the academia. You will also hear somebody who will spend their time in the religious sector. A country that wants to develop, that wants employment, must spend time promoting business and innovation, and must set laws and policies that will make sure that their young men are spending more time building businesses, producing products that are critically needed in the country. You know, it's not, there are things that the people can produce, but that will not change the course of the country. And there are things that the people will produce that will change with dynamics. That's why you look at China. China is building almost every product in every industry, and that's why they are strong. And if you look at the last 40 years, they are focused on that. And I think that our countries, African countries, must focus on things that are very critical to where we want to go. We cannot be a developed country when our young men don't want to live here. They want to go to Israel. They want to go to America. Like they want to go to Libya. They want to go to Qatar. That is not right. We must make sure that we are building an economy that is encouraging our young men to live here and build. That is encouraging our young men to have hope here. And we must have media, education, religious organizations that are conscientizing the minds, that are developing and programming our people to be confident in our country, in our continent, and be hopeful here, and be much more committed to playing their part in building a country that we so much will be happy to have. You know, so what we trade your time. So you cannot hope that tomorrow will be different when you're spending your time on different things. So my name is Kwabena Darko. Today I'm talking about time. You know, so whatever that you spend your time on, as I said, is what you become. And once time is the most important thing that God. It's precious. You trade any other thing to get that time. You know, your time is a gift from the Creator. Any other thing you trade to get it. Any other thing you trade to get it. So spend time, structure your time well. Your success is in how you structure your time. Your success in life is in how you structure your time to acquire the critical things that you need to face life. And one of the most important things that you need to acquire is the right knowledge, to develop in the right mindset, to develop in the right skill set, to constantly committing yourself to becoming better as a person. You know, constantly developing yourself to becoming better as a person. And if there is something that you're going to work all your life to acquire and to get is money, so you study money is key, and you being conscious of your health and developing the right frame of thinking, right outlook of life, building the right relationship. You need humans, you know, and how you value and love people is critical to how you enjoy life and become successful. If you're not able to build the right network, use your time to focus on building the right network, because time is the most precious commodity. Once it's gone, it's gone. Whatever that you're producing today, you're using time to produce. So if you're going to measure how you spent your time, you will see it by the results that you had out of that time. So whatever that you want to be noted of out of your life, you know, whatever decision that you make, whether you're going to be academic or you're going to be a sports person, you want to be an author, you want to be a business person, whatever that you decide to become, you're going to spend time. So pay attention where you are spending your time. It's what you're becoming. So decide to spend your time rightly so that your life will turn out to be a great one. So much, you know, as you desire. So I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch this. My name is Kwabena Darko. Thank you very much. Time is the most precious commodity. Spend it well. Thank you.